and talk to you about the national budgets received that he's been also tweeting about, and I know he also wants to share with you a statement on Greece.
Yes, good afternoon. Just on the draft budgetary plans, just to confirm what I tweeted this morning, and many of you had been asking me, that we have received all of the draft budgetary plans for the 16 euro area member states which are part of this process. I recall that Greece and Cyprus, because they're under economic adjustment programs, are not required to submit draft budgetary plans this year. So all of the plans have been received. We have posted them online, and we will now proceed with our assessment and the preparation of our opinions on those plans. And as I said yesterday, we will not be commenting on the substance of those plans until we have prepared our opinions and published those opinions. I wanted to take the opportunity also to read out to you a statement by Vice President Katainen on Greece, which we will be publishing in a few minutes. Greece has made immense progress in creating a basis for sustainable growth based on sound public finances, a more competitive economy, and a robust, effectively supervised financial sector. This unprecedented program of reforms and the necessary large fiscal adjustment have entailed very difficult choices. The Commission and the euro area as a whole have stood by Greece throughout this process. While there is a clear need to maintain the momentum of reform, there is strong evidence that the country has now turned a corner. There should be no doubt that Europe will continue to assist Greece in whatever way is necessary to ensure reasonable financing conditions for the Greek state and to smooth the path back to full and sustainable market access. To that end, we will cooperate very closely with the Greek authorities to complete the current review, which will require a comprehensive package of ambitious reforms to be agreed. And we will work to ensure a smooth evolution of European support for the country after the end of the current programme. We will support Greece in reassuring lenders and financial markets of the ongoing firm commitment to reform and to the maintenance of budgetary targets, including a strong and adequate fiscal buffer. So that's a statement by Vice President Katainen, which we will be publishing shortly.
Okay, thank you very much, Simon. Any questions to Simon? David.
Merci.
Thank you. Simon, you've received all of the budgetary plans from the member states. Are they all complete? I'm thinking in particular of the Italian plan. There are blank pages, particularly where they need to provide economic data as stipulated by the budgetary plan. Well, I don't want to go into the details of the individual plans, but if there is information that is essential for us to carry out our analysis, then we will get into contact with the government in question should that information be lacking, and we'll do so over the next few days so that we can carry out our work as necessary.
Merci. Peter Spiegel.
If you allow me, two questions. One on the same subject of the submissions. There is a clause in, it's either the 2-pack or the 6-pack, that allows for further flexibility if there is a general crisis in the Eurozone wide. Can you tell us A, whether DG ECFIN is considering that at this point. If you can't go into that much detail, what needs to trigger, what needs to happen for a general crisis to be considered occurring right now? And I have a Greece question. Should I follow up after you answer? Or? Okay.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to be able to get into explaining or defining the rules of our economic governance or the Stability and Growth Pact here today, and I obviously can't tell you anything about the state of play as regards our analysis. We're preparing the November the autumn economic forecast, which we will publish in the first week of November, and I'm afraid I can't go beyond that for you today.
Peter?
Okay, on Greece, if I could, as a member of the Troika, at this point, given the reaction by the financial markets, was it the view of the European Commission a mistake for the Greek government to announce it wanted to end the IMF portion of the bailout early?
All I can say is that we will take forward discussions in a cooperative manner with the Greek authorities and together with our partners in the coming weeks and in the coming months. The next stage, as I said, is for us to work together to ensure a successful completion of the ongoing review, which requires, of course, a firm commitment to the maintenance of the budgetary targets that have been agreed and to an agreement on a comprehensive, ambitious package of reforms. And subsequent to that, there will be discussions as to what comes next after the end of the EFSF program. And there will need to be discussions not only between the Commission and the IMF with the Greek authorities, but also, of course, with the euro area, between the euro area member states, the other euro area member states and the Greek authorities. So these matters will have to be discussed later in the autumn.
Anne?
Oui, est-ce que je peux vous demander si...
Yes, can I ask for your view on the increase in the rates in Greece? Does this just reflect the situation in the bond market yesterday, globally, or is there a particular situation in Greece? Well, Anne, it's not our job to interpret the movements in the markets. But we thought that, given the situation on the markets today, it was important to clarify our situation, our position on this issue.
Il y en avait encore une, je pense, oui.
One more question, I think.
Simon, pour quelle raison le commissaire...
Simon, why does the Commission feel that he's been obliged to issue this communiqué? What's happening in the moment that means that he's decided to make this declaration? Well, as I've just said, given the situation today and yesterday on the markets, there are concerns. And therefore, we thought that it was an opportunity, the Vice President Katainen thought that it was important to clarify our position and our point of view on this question.
Ivo?
Simon, if I remember well, when the Greek crisis started, Greece had a public debt around 240 billion. Can you remind us how much money has been given to Greece with the rescue plan of the European Union, IMF,